Hello everyone, I'm Horlicks and this is now issue 5 of Build the Classic Routemaster. Okay, so yeah, this is issue 5 and we'll be steering away from sort of the other parts. I mean, the first couple of issues we were working on the bonnet and the front bumper and the grille. And then in the last couple of issues we were working on the steps inside, for the detail inside. And now we're moving on to the underside of the bus. So in this particular episode we'll be working on the suspension. This is the suspension arm. So without further ado, let's check off the parts. There's quite a few little small parts we're going to be dealing with, and then we'll get cracking. So I'll open up the bag, and then we can check off all the parts. And see where we're at. So we got all these parts, and we get a new screwdriver as well. So I'm pretty confident that is actually a different size, because we were given a screwdriver in issue 1. Unfortunately, mine wasn't very good, but I know a lot of people have had these and they have been really good, and they're their go-to screwdriver. But unfortunately for me, whether there's something wrong with it or moulded wrong, I don't know, it doesn't like to grip any of the screws. So yeah, we get a new screwdriver, which is obviously going to be a different size for these different types of screws. We've got part 5A, which is the suspension arm, and I can just feel straight away the quality of this is amazing. It's metal, and it feels really nice to the touch. I've got a few paint defects I can notice, like here you can see there's some paint running, but this is going to be underneath, and you're not going to notice that, so that doesn't bother me in the slightest. And also, you've got to look at it. You're building this model, it's going to look pretty immaculate anyway, and in reality it's going to be weathered and probably rusty. So then we've got 5B, which are trailing link brackets. Now they've issued us 4 of these, and I shall get these out and then show you what they look like. They look like up arrows. And then on the back there's a locating pin there, and then two screw holes on each of those. They are all identical, so they're good. And then we've got 5C, which is a turn axle link, and we've got 2 of those. These are made of metal, which I was surprised at actually. I thought these were going to be plastic, but yeah. These are metal, and we get 2 of those. We've got 5D. Now these are directional. I think it's these ones, but I will confirm. No, these are 5E. Okay, so these are 5E, and they're lower trailing links, and these are the left-handed ones. And the reason I know that these are the left-handed ones is there's an image here, and if you look at the way that that's sitting, like that, that's how I know they're the left-hand side. If you look on the right hand side, These are different again, because if you fit them the same way, you've got two screw holes there that are facing upwards, like the magazine stays. So these are the right hand side. So that's going to be important not to get them confused later on. 5F, we've got two trailing link spacers, which are these plastic parts here. And then we also get 5G trailing link axles. And again, these are plastic. And this is a viewer announcement. I'm so sorry. The trailing link axles were metal, not plastic. Thank you. Okay, that's good. And then EM, we get some EM screws. Which are these ones. So these are EM, so M stands for metal. So obviously we're going to be working with these metal parts. And then we've got some FM screws as well. And that is everything in the pack. I'm happy I've got everything to start. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my screw pot out and pull these screws out. So these are the EM screws first, and then we'll use the FM screws here, like so. And then we've got the screwdriver that we were provided with today, so I shall give that a run and see how that goes. So the first step it wants us to do, we need to take two of the trailing link brackets, which are these parts here, like the triangular pieces. We need two of those at the moment, and then we need this suspension arm. Now looking at this, this is not, let me see, this isn't one-sided. This is all the same, so it doesn't matter which way this goes. And the first thing it wants us to do is pop one of the trailing link brackets on each of these holes on the side here. So you've got a locating pin that's going to fit in the top hole, and then you've got like this plastic underneath that sort of clips or sits underneath the arm, just there, if you can see that. Okay, so we're going to pop that in there, and then we're going to fix that in with EM screws. So I'm going to grab an EM screw, and I'm going to use the screwdriver provided. So we're just going to screw that into there. Obviously we're screwing into the metal, so I'm just going to do a turn and then back, turn and back, just to help that get through. Okay, that's gone in beautifully. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. And I'm happy with that, and that's one secured. We're going to do the same with the other side now, using the EM screws. And then again, I'm not over tightening these. I'm literally just going until it wants to stop, because we're screwing through plastic into metal, so you don't want to break anything. And then just double check that they are not moving and they are secure, which mine are. Okay, so that's that part done. Next thing I want us to do is flip this upside down. Okay, then we need to take the trailing link axles, which are these larger metal pieces here, and we're going to fit them in to the hole that's now exposed at the top on those brackets, like so. And then, yep, you guessed it, we're going to take the other two of the link brackets, and then we're going to position that through the hole and then secure that into place on the other side. So I'm going to take one out for the moment because it will just fall out when I'm trying to screw this one in. And then the same thing, we're just going to secure that into place. And it's just really nice. Just the quality of these parts at the moment, I'm really liking. I mean, it feels weighty already. You know, we've only done a little bit, so I can imagine what this is going to be like. You know, when you've got all the wheels on and the rest of the suspension components. So that is one side done, and we should have something that looks a little bit like that. I'm just going to just get rid of the glare. There you go. And then we're just going to do exactly the same on this last piece here. So again, we're going to pop that through. And then that will sit on there. And I'm really, these screws are going in absolutely beautifully at the moment, and this screwdriver is working very well. So I think my last screwdriver must have just been a faulty one, because this is doing a brilliant job. And I just hope this screwdriver may work for the other screws, like the AP screws and stuff we've got, because that's the ones I'm having an issue with. Okay, so that's that part done. Okay. The next part we're going to do is we need to be careful with this. We need to take one of the left-handed lower trailing links. So the left-handed one is this one, which is 5E, and you know it is because you've got this this shape here with this I don't even know what you call it, but there's like a bit that comes down from the bottom there. Okay, as you look at that, there's no screw holes showing on the top, so I know this is the correct part I need. So this is the left hand side, and then what it wants us to do is flick that round so we do have the screw hole showing, like so. And then it's going to go on this back part here, further towards you. Okay, and there's like a D, right, okay, so there's actually a D shape in there, which corresponds to this we've just put in, there's like a D shape on there, so we're going to have to put that in, and then that will only sit in one way, okay, and that will fit nicely in there. So once you've lined that up, we're going to then get another EM screw and put that through to secure that into place. There we go, I'm happy with that. And we show something that looks like that with the screw holes facing upwards, and that will come apparent later on. Okay, the next step is to turn this back around so this part's facing away from you. And then we need to take part 5C, which is the turn axle link, and we want the larger end of that. And it's going to go in this direction. That is going to fit on there like so. And then we also need the trailing link spacer 5F, which is one of these plastics, thin plastic ones. That is going to fit into this hole just down here, like so. And then when we've got that on as well, it's going to fit like that. And then step 6, we're going to put one of the right-handed sides on now. So I'm going to leave that bit off for the moment. So again, we've got the D shape on there, which is going to match up with the shape of this hole. We're going to pop that in, and at the same time like so, you need to get the other end of this plastic part into that hole, and then we're going to fit this part into there like that. And then we're going to hold all that together, and then we're going to put we're going to put an EM screw I'll load this up. We're going to put an EM screw into this part where the D shape is, and I'm going to leave that to fall out for now, that's fine. Just making sure when you screw this part in, you've still got this plastic part in place in the holes, because that just sits in between the two holes. Okay, so once you're happy that that is in, you should have something that looks like that. With that, make sure that bar has not moved, and then we're then going to pop this back in the direction it wants. So it's going to sit like that with a larger hole in there. Now if I put that in the wrong way, it's just not going to fit or look right. And it's not going to fit in that way because otherwise it will stick out. So there is only really one way that will fit comfortably. Okay, and then what we're going to do with that one, we can use a different screw. We can use FM in that one. So I'm just going to line the screw up. And then that should grip the other side. And that goes in nicely. And then we're going to take another FM screw. And then on the other side, we're going to put one through this side as well. And I'm happy with that. So, EM screws in either side that end, and then you want to use FM screws on either side on that part there. And the weight is, this weight is really building up quick. It's really good. Okay, and we shall sing it looks like that. And now what we've got to do is do exactly the same on the other side. So we're going to repeat the whole thing again. So first we're going to take the left hand, and then again we're going to line it up. That'll only fit on one way. Make sure the screw holes are facing up, because when you've got this assembly completed, you're aiming for the 4 screw holes to be facing upwards. Okay. If you try and put that on the wrong way, like that, it will fit, but you've got no holes there, you've just got detail. So make sure the detail is facing downwards and you've got the holes up the top. So again, I'm just trying to line up the where that's going to sit by matching up the shape of the hole. And then I'm going to use an EM screw to secure that into place. Like so. And then again we're going to put this plastic part in that hole just at the bottom there. Okay, and then we're going to match that up with the other side. Again, you've got the 2 holes, match the shape of the top hole up, and then obviously you've got the smaller hole there with the other end of this plastic link is going to fit in. Like so. And then we're going to use another EM screw to secure that into place. There we go. And again, I can't get over the quality of this. This is absolutely amazing. It feels lovely and it's heavy. Okay, and then the last step is to get 2 FM screws. And then again we're going to pop the larger piece in there. And then using FM screws this time, not EM, we're using FM. We're going to go in either side to secure that into place. So that's one side in. And that's the other side in. Now they are a bit stiff, but they will move. So I'll leave it like that for now, and then later on, when I realise where these connect to and what the movement's like, I can always loosen them off slightly if I need a bit more of a free play on them. But these bits certainly have a lot of free play on them, and they are tight because obviously they're connected to these bars, so they're designed to move. But as for this almost clamps it into place, so until we know its final resting position, we can easily adjust that later on. So that is the final completed part for this issue. So yeah, that was it for issue 5. That was actually, I really enjoyed that build. And sorry to keep banging on, but I just cannot believe the quality of this. This is absolutely, the quality is there. You know, it feels lovely. It's all metal, and yeah, it just feels lovely. So yeah, that is that part, issue 5 done. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it was easy to follow. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much. Leave any comments in the comments below. Tell me what you think. And I'll see you next week for issue 6. Take care.